All right there, party people. Peace, everyone. So, you know, yesterday's live, uh, cats came over here with 40s and blunts. I don't know what happened. Killer tape came up missing. But in real life, though, we started the computer classes yesterday with the cybersecurity. So, there's that part. We're we set some things into motion, and why can't I listen in the comments today? Oh, Phil G, trouble, trouble came early. Trouble came early today. But we got some new we got some new Alamel. So yeah, we got definitely got we got some troublemakers in here early. Kasim, we got Free Cipher, Justice, what's the deal? So yeah, Justice, I was just telling people how I was we got everything set in motion. We ain't give out no diplomas yet, but we got everything set in motion in terms of the cybersecurity classes. You know what I'm saying? It's a little one of the little programs that we involved in is like a competition. So I got involved with the competition. So the last couple hours I've been cracking codes on cybersecurity. So I'm just letting y'all know, all the people that be coming on my channel and fucking with me. See, I know how to do shit on your computer now. You might want to think about that. You might want to think twice before you engage in a little cyber warfare with me. But I digress. So you say your furnace keeps going out. Woo! I don't know what part of the country you in. but if you around here, man, woo! It's gladiator season. Oh, you in Chicago? Whoa! Woo! People from Chicago come to New York and have a windbreaker on in the winter. Like they don't like once you pass like Pittsburgh, once you get to like Pittsburgh and beyond, going to the Midwest, like when they come out here, they like, yo, we thought, it was winter in New York, but to them they're used to it, I guess. Yeah, you probably just to say you gotta get like 50 space heaters. Get like 50 space heaters. I'm gonna tell you another thing. Because you know, I'm from the hood and shit. I tell you another thing that works, right? Is boil water. It works, G. Like even if you got a room over there, like you could boil the water, right? And then take the pot in that room and the steam. It's kind of shit I used to do. But yeah, that's pretty crucial right there, man. So Justice said he heard about that. It's the steam, you know, because you can turn it, you can turn the fire on, for the most part, you're gonna heat the kitchen. But in New York, the steam is a part of it in terms of when you got the boiler and the radiators and all of that. Alamel said, what you said it does? It chips the paint on the ceiling. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're doing it, if you're doing it, excessively, but I mean, if you got a choice between facing the Chicago winter, you right there on the Great Lakes. You can face the Chicago winter, or you might have to paint. I paint. Free Cipher said it's 70 degrees in Orlando, Florida. But you know what's funny? People in Orlando will be walking around with motherfucking North Face. They'll be walking around with North Face coats on and shit, talking about it's freezing. Like if it drops below 60 degrees, my family from Florida start calling me. Like, yo, man, it's the end of the world, man. It's 58 degrees. He said, funny you say that. I have on two hoodies. I've been to Florida, bro. I told you I got family out there. I know how it is. And see, my family is down in South Florida. So it's even hotter. But got divine reality. Oh man, Alamel, you got nigger rig techniques. I don't know. You might be a challenger. I don't know, but I let you know right now, I'm the king of nigger rigging. No matter what you have designed in your life, I'm the chief architect and engineer of nigger rigging. I'm undefeated. I don't know if that's still a word. Do y'all know what that is? Speaking of that, I had another question. I've been waiting for I've been waiting for 7930 to come in, but today I got a question for the younger brothers a little bit of trivia there. If you're under 35 years old, right? Put one in the comment box on the actual question and see if you had this little jewel already, or sometimes inquiring minds want to know. All right, Divine Allah. Who's that? The wordsmith? Welcome to the channel membership. But yeah, we waiting. So I guess we're gonna wait until we get some younger people in here. 35 down is who I'm looking for, because I got some trivia there that I think you might not know. So we'll give another call. We'll give another shout out to that and see if we got any youngsters in here in a little while. In the meantime, in between time, we didn't get a chance to come on yesterday, but I figured, why waste the topic? So adding a cipher, right? What does that mean? And I know, look, Phil G, you're allowed to answer this time. We're feeling brave today. We're feeling brave, Phil G. We're feeling brave. So what does adding a cipher mean? Or let me ask you this. Do you add your knowledge to the cipher? So we got free cipher in here. I mean, I think you should be on deck with this answer right here. You should be. Anyone? Bueller? Justice said, adding a cipher is taking something from knowledge to born, and then you apply it elsewhere. Example, you learn 120 at the school and then go teach it in your neighborhood. Yeah, that's adding a cipher. The cipher is complete. We do the knowledge to the cipher. Okay. So when you say you do the knowledge to the cipher, this what we here for, right? So when you say you do the knowledge to the cipher, right? What does that mean? See, because I'm telling you something about the answer that Justice gave, right? Is living it out. But see, a cipher is a person, place, or thing. So you was in one place, right? And you completed the cipher of dealing with knowledge and wisdom, right? And then you went somewhere else, and then in that cipher, you made knowledge born on the knowledge and wisdom. Then see, you added that cipher. See, that's another place that you could say your knowledge was manifested. See, that's the best thing about keeping this knowledge simple, man. Is then you can live it out. Start talking all this high power stuff about magic carpets and stuff, and then The 85 is looking at you, waiting for that to happen. But you say the cipher is complete. We do the knowledge to the cipher, right? So in real time, how do you live that out? You see, Justice, he gave his answer complete with an example where I could draw it up. Robbie, got a Robbie in the building. Divine understanding. See, yeah, you know divine understanding. Divine understanding, he's a gladiator, but right now, we were spending the last, what I would say about the last month and a half, you're dealing with the basics. For the people that's new to the channel, we do that. We go up and down. You know what I'm saying? Around and around, however you want to, we complete the cipher. Some days we up in the 1 to 40, you know what I'm saying? And we going through things that can't be seen by the naked eye. Some days we just deal with the math and the alphabet, man. See, because you get all the way up there, a lot of people want to know how to get up there. But let me tell you something. When you get up there, some people don't know how to get back down. So you got people that get up, and then you got to call the ambulances. You got to call the police or the fire department to get down. There's motherfuckers at the hospital with all types of shit that they did to themselves. And they've been doing it a while, but whatever happened, this time it didn't work out. You got to know how to get back to the knowledge. See, well, you can't add a cipher, you don't know how to get back to the foundation. So I'm waiting the brother Kasim, when you said the cipher is complete, we do the knowledge to the cipher. Yeah, exactly. Like a cat gets stuck in a tree. You got some people do that in real life. And listen, positive and negative. You never met a person like that where they's like, yo, man, I'm really just trying to find a way out. But whatever they got into that. You went hard to get into that. In the 85 world, they say, look, you paid all that cost to be the boss. And then it was more than what you bargained for, man. The grass is always green. So Sunlight said a cipher is a method of encryption of information using supreme mathematics, or a method of encrypting information. A cipher is a code, right? In terms of encryption, anybody who doesn't know the code, right? Then to them it seems mysterious, right? But what we dealing with is just that, there's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right, of every cipher that we deal with. So just like when you come into a cipher, you don't know what's going on. Like you go to a new place, you meet a new person or whatever, right? You don't know what's going on. And so, the word they use is decipher, but we don't decipher, right? We do the knowledge. So Kasim said, doing the knowledge to the cipher, learning and sharing what you have learned. Once you know, our duty is to teach, right? Okay, now look, here's the thing. Let's cut to the chase, right? What is the cipher degree in the 1 to 10? Anyone can answer that, including Phil G. Phil G, what is the cipher degree in the 1 to 10? Say, can you speak? Or, well, this is next. Let's finish. We deal with this question. Who's that? The wordsmith? Okay, so the wordsmith said there's no cipher degree. Anybody else? So you say here in the interview with Allah, he says something to the effect of, if he knows something someone else doesn't, don't I have a cipher? But this is where it comes, for me, right? This is what I'm saying. The whole time that I've been 5%, there's been people saying that we got some type of secret knowledge. I've been standing outside teaching everybody for decades. So it's the same thing when they talk about all these mystery schools in Egypt. That don't coincide with them having libraries where everybody in the world is coming to learn from. Like, if the knowledge was so secret, how did all these people get the knowledge from them? So is it mysterious because you searching for trillions of years? See, to some people, they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know what's gonna happen if they meet me or whatever. But that's not because I'm Masonic or nothing is secret about me. That's in your mind. So I'm just saying that that's the difference between, us saying that, when we complete going through the stages from knowledge to born, that forms a cipher, right? And, you know, uh, espionage, you know what I'm saying? Where, you're encrypting and encoding information so that other people don't know. See, even to go, look, that's one of the reasons why the older brothers say don't use the mathematics and the alphabet like that, where you just speaking in a way where the 85s don't know, because that's not what we're doing. So Free Cipher said the knowledge cipher degree. No, the knowledge cipher degree is not the cipher degree. right? Esoteric versus exoteric. Now, getting back to what I was saying, right? The reason why I asked what is the cipher degree in the 1 to 10, right, is to make the point that the 1 to 10 starts with the knowledge degree. So knowledge has to go to born to form a cipher, right? Then what's that cipher that you was doing the knowledge to? Now, I'm not saying that when you go different places where, you know, you're observing what somebody else has made and owned. And then, yeah, you observe that cipher, and I get your point, what you're making. You see, when you're speaking in terms of you being the original man, you got to understand that our mathematics is very specific. See, you got other people who mathematics got the same elements. Almost everybody got that. Almost everybody got, there's how many principles is it in Buddhism? And if you look at them, some of them coincide. They don't use the same words, but the principles. The Christians got their 10 commandments. But see, how it's manifested and how it's lived out is different. So see, like I said, you got a situation where, look, some people got mathematics, but they got wisdom before knowledge. And some people got mathematics and they got cipher before knowledge. And then some people got mathematics and it's random. Everything is random happenstance. But in our mathematics, see, your knowledge has to add a cipher for you to be able to knowledge the cipher. So you had to go from knowledge to born in the womb before you can even come out here and observe all this stuff was going on. And see, unfortunately, everybody is not successful at their knowledge adding that cipher. See what I'm saying? All of us, we was born alive. You know what I'm saying? We got the brother Malik, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He's paralyzed, but I mean, he still got arm, leg, arm, head. You know what I'm saying? The 23 scientists, that predicted our existence, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately, man, we came out right. But, when you saying that you knowledge the cipher, right? That's about everything. If you saying you knowledge it, that's about everything out there. But you got to go for knowledge to born in here. That's what the people who lack knowledge of self, they might be an expert on all these other topics. But they won't acknowledge everything that's out there. They haven't acknowledged what's in here. See, like I said, when you meet somebody who has the knowledge, right, then, we like to say that. I like to say that, teaching people, giving people the knowledge and all of that. But see, really, you got to bring the knowledge out of them. See, a lot of times, that's why you don't be successful. is because you're trying to bring knowledge out of, so you're trying to get blood from a rock. You're trying to get something from outward. There's no there. So that's you know, it might seem small. You see, once you start putting the cipher before knowledge, then you've changed. See, now you're saying that something comes from nothing. See, if the cipher comes before knowledge, then that's not the cipher we're talking about. Because a person, place, or thing cannot be nothing. So you got to understand the difference between those arithmetic symbols, right, and the supreme principle that we're talking about. See, because those symbols have a birth record, the principles do not. See, like the language that we communicate the mathematics in, right? English has a birth record. But the principles that we communicate in with that language do not. So you gotta understand that 0 is not cipher. It's the arithmetic symbol that we use to demonstrate that principle. So let me catch back up here. Luke Cage. So Free Cipher said, I'm the cipher degree. Okay, you gotta explain that one. Look, it's sometimes, I had knowledge years, months, and days, and sometimes I don't know what's going on. Like somebody say something, and I wonder, like, it's. I know, whenever y'all change everything, I just be wanting to know if I'm still down. Wait, hold up. Kasim said the student enrollment is the cipher. The toll tech as well. All right, not yet. Where we at? Where we going with this? Carbon Universal. Welcome to the channel. Or Knowledge Born. Welcome to the channel. So the cipher is the 120. Ooh. Okay, now look. Because I told you I've been dealing with Justice came through and set us off with the cybersecurity program, right? So, like I said, for the last couple of hours, I've been doing the cybersecurity, the modules, the learning modules myself. You know what I'm saying? And so, for the last couple of hours, I've been in a very kind of technical mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like just my pattern of thought has been, my critical thinking is up right now. My critical thinking, how would you describe this, Justice? Where's my mind at right But I'm just saying, I don't know what these statements are y'all making right here, but can y'all clarify maybe? Can y'all clarify some of this here? You know, but look, it's good. It seems that this was a good topic because we're a little bit all over the place. Let's see if we can get on target. So you said the cipher degree is the following statements must be answered 100% correct submitting some students to set before submitting some students to set lesson number one. Okay, but can you explain to me how that's zero? Someone said the cipher is the 120. Can we get some explanation on that? Now look, 120 is a cipher. The 1 and 10 is a cipher. But when you say the cipher, what do you mean by that? I got sincere. You said I said the Toltec because you referred to how other systems have a form of mathematics. All right. I don't know. I said no more paragraphs in another land. Yes, what I'm saying. Some of this stuff is, it sounds a little bit. See, see, there's some basic principles that you got to keep in mind. It's like, how like when you play a sport, it got rules, right? Like you play basketball, you can't kick the ball. You can't just pick the ball up and just run down the court like this. You know what I'm saying? Within these parameters, you got to be successful. You know, uh, some of these things, like see, when you say 120 is a cipher, right? This is what I'm saying. You know, there's a couple of degrees. Let's say the knowledge degree and the 1 to 10, for instance, right? But all those degrees got a birth record. Meaning, like, if it tells you that happened 750 years ago, that has a birth record. If it tells you from the date of our present history of Quran, that has a birth record. And you're saying that supreme method, that 120 is deciphered. So I'm asking, do you have some clarity there? You said it's an old cipher. Supreme Justice. You said we are making knowledge born with this cipher now. Look, it's not me, it's you. You walked into this one. Who's we? I didn't say that. You brought that. You brought. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. See, look, while we waiting on y'all to clarify these statements, I have no idea what y'all mean. You said, I self Lord am Islam God. All right, cowboy. We'll see you later. Yeah. As sometimes I'm in the mood to but when we talk about a day like today, where like I told you, uh, I've been just thinking critically. So, and I'm saying that thing too, and this some 5% shit. See, mathematics is not funny to me. Like I don't get it. You probably decides it. Hey, bro, this ain't. I don't see nothing funny. You know what I'm saying? See, on the internet, this shit can be funny. You see, when you get to the hill, G, it ain't. A lot of times, look, I know I do, but and see, I got a history of that. Getting people in trouble because see, you know, I, I've always been a fun-loving person. So it used to be times where we used to be in the cipher, right? And see, because I'm mostly the youngest brother, I know my lessons, and I'm doing the thing. I could smile in the cipher because it was people kind of knew me like that. Like, yo, I said, every time you see him walking down the block, he's smiling. You see, other people, they smiling because they think it's cool because they see me smiling. Let me handle the humor, man. If you don't know what you're doing, man, you don't really have these ethics. You don't have these sensibilities. You don't really know. But look, I can only tell you how they used to tell me, man. Look, man, niggas died for this, man. But if you just getting knowledge right now, you may not know a lot of people that, put in the pain just so this could be here. So see these people coming around playing games. See that's never been around me. You know what I'm saying? So whoever these don't go their way, man. You know what I'm saying? Just always keep that in mind, man, that people lost their life, man, just so this can exist. And the reality is you can lose your life too. I'm not saying that my hands, I'm saying for the same reason. That if you go out there and speak the truth, no matter what, shit can happen to you. So ain't nothing all that funny like that. Cipher King, there's one other possibility here. Is that these people are trolls or something, and I'm being trolled. And see, like I said, because in fact, Cipher King, I did, I was just telling the brothers, I've been doing the what's the name? The program that we got from the brother Al Master or Master I. Yeah, I've been in the what's the name. So I warned all these people. Like, see that cat? I don't know if he wants to mess with me right now because my technique, my cybersecurity techniques is up right now. You don't want me. You don't want me. You don't want me swimming through your databases. But I digress. So we got some people in here now. We looking. I was looking for people. Anybody that's if you're 35 years old or younger, right? Type one in the comment box because I got some trivia for you that I think you might find interesting. Interesting. Let me just be that dude on the soap opera to say that. Interesting. Why are you in the 35? Basic fundamental questions. Hey, Cipher King, remember that was day one. Listen, I got that part down immediately. I'm not understanding what's going on. Hey, Rob Boy, you missed it. Right now, I'm already an expert. I'm doing queries. I'm doing queries and everything now. So I'm just warning you. I already gave everybody a heads up. You don't want to engage in no cyber warfare with me right now. The brothers came by, the justice came by, you know what I mean, and we set up the program. The one brother, like I said, he got some remedial stuff that he got to do. He got to get it to the basics. But he came by today, you know what I'm saying, and dealt with what he got to deal with, you know what I'm saying. But I was in there today. I was attacking the what's the names. It's very competitive. It's competitive in there. You know what I mean? But right now I'm winning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I go from using all this critical thinking, and I come on here and people talk crazy like I'm out the loop right now. Now I'm on the black team. So yeah, the way the modules go, right? Justice, he was a little bit concerned about the fact that you don't really get a background, right? So I know how to get the information out now, but everything that I'm seeing, like some things just, what's the person's email address? You know what that is, right? But there's other things that I don't really know what it is. Like you got to find the hashtag and not the hashtag, but some whatever they call it, process hash or something. I've seen that before, but I don't particularly know what it does. You see what I'm saying? So that's what Justice was saying that, yeah, but at the end of the day, you still learning the system. You know what I'm saying? But so I don't know if it was a little bit easier for me because I already got, some type of technical aptitude. You see what I'm saying? So maybe, but to me, it seems straightforward. You know what I mean? It's something that it gets you on the bike, and then it's like, all right, now that you've been exposed to this, like if I wanted to go look up what the hash is and what it does, I could do that. You know what I mean? But in terms of the introduction, to get you, familiar with the day-to-day operation of it. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the back end, yeah, I had to agree with Justice. You need to get some more background to, have a full understanding. But, right now I could go in your shit and tell some shit, though. After 2 days, you don't want to trust me with your shit. The colors, yeah, nah. That's right. I ain't know what you suck about. How does that? So Divine Reality said, technically, no, I can't. I didn't. Sometimes when I'm talking Divine Reality, like I'm going through different topics, and then you got to be a little more clear when you make your statements, because then I don't recall what I was talking about. Hmm? Yeah, now I'm trying to tell you now. It's time. Well, look, I got the one brother. He's coming in every day because he's got to get the basic, how to fully use a computer down pat. You know what I'm saying? Just the terminologies and all that stuff like that. He's got to get a little more introduced. So he's coming by every day. You know what I mean? And right now, I'm waiting for it's a little kid and shit, but I think he could. He quick. He might get it. You know what I'm saying? And a few other people that I didn't get a chance to talk to and let them know that we off the ground, but we off the ground. Oh yeah, you gotta learn what to look for. Listen, this one question, it had me stumped. I can't even tell you how long, but I kept looking. I kept looking at the person's account that clicked on the malicious link, right? And you had to find whatever was the file that executed from the link, like what file appeared on their machine once they downloaded the link. So I kept looking at the person's account, but you had to look at the machine. So I had to figure out that the host was the computer. And then when I looked up the host, I was able to scroll down and check by the timestamp what's the name. So that one was that one gave me some trouble. And then there was another one where it was a different website that you had to go to and put the hash. You had to put the hash into the window right there, and then it gave you some information, and then you had to go back to the master I site and put the answer. But see, they fucking with the Christ. I don't know if they thought that was gonna stop me. That's what I, I don't know what they was thinking. I don't know if they was thinking. I don't know if they thought that was some kind of tricky shit or something. I wasn't gonna get that. Supreme Man, what's the deal? See, this is, you know, see, Divine, I'm gonna tell you something. Uh, Sometimes it seems like you squeeze about 35 hours out of the day. Just saying that there's some things that you deal with that I don't know how you find the time. I mean, everybody's interested in what they're interested in. You know what I'm saying? Some people like golf, if you like real history or whatever, but see, there's a lot of things to do right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look for no house where Father Elijah was. Trump won Iowa. Yo, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Uh, to me, that's trouble. It's not about agreeing with him or disagreeing with him or his point or his whatever. But it's just that when somebody is under indictment and they're winning the election, what does that say about the place? Wherever the place is, I'm saying, like I when that's happened in other countries, I thought that was odd. When it happened in Washington, D.C., I thought that was odd. He wasn't under indictment. He had been convicted and served his time. Marion Barry. Even though that's a little bit of a more complex story that I have gained some understanding of how that happened recently, but I'm just saying. Remember, once upon a time, the president resigned just so as to not bring that kind of light to the office of the presidency, right? So that's the part for me. Yeah, Cyber King, they not ready for me, man. They ain't ready for me on it. Send I gotta send them back to the drawing board. So you said if somebody lives in the house before I started selling silk, maybe I'll record myself spitting how I see today's math at the address if the residents are cool. Okay, now look, I just want to know, right? Just humor me. Why? Like, is that like some bucket list type of shit? Like, you wanna climb Mount Everest, you know, you wanna parachute out of a plane, and you wanna. Okay, so your answer is I don't know. Now, see, I've always had a situation where I wonder, right? So why would you do something if you don't know what you're doing?
Eat that him.
Peace. Like if you starting with I don't know, right? Then why are you taking things to the stage of wisdom? You said repeat which part? Because if I listen today, I've been hit by you know, it's 2023 is a glorious year. 2023 is the day and age where you could do this kind of shit. The silk part, I don't remember what I said about it. I'm just saying, why would you, you said it might be a waste of time. I was speaking hypothetically. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Don't talk to me hypothetically. Like it's not beef or nothing, but I'm just saying that I don't think like that. Like I don't talk like that. I don't sit around talking about things that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, you just say that, like, yo, what if you hit the lotto for $1 million? Or yo, would you do this hypothetical thing right here for $10 million? When I was a kid, I did shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. I ain't got that kind of time and shit. See, when I speak trivia, I talk about the Knicks. I like music, certain things, but just he said, for some, climbing Mount Everest is a hobby, not realizing that there's something called high altitude. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's just your hobby, like, that's what you like doing, you go around and, you disturb people at their house about something that happened 100 years ago. I mean, because, especially you in Detroit. So I don't know if you know about out there, but you go around there fucking around somebody's house. It's a good chance. You could get shot in Detroit. Cause see, Detroit ain't really got police like that. Like a couple years ago, it was over 5 years ago. But the chief of the police of Detroit came on the news and said, look, I suggest that everybody in this jurisdiction right here get a gun. Because we can't help you with shit. So I'm just saying, you go over there, people don't know you, and you talk about some shit that happened 100 years ago. Could be trouble. Oh yeah, speaking of that, is anybody on here from Chicago? Somebody called earlier today, or was it yesterday? Yeah, they were saying that they was in Chicago and they was in the hospital and they was getting ready to get out the next day after the day that they called. They was getting ready to get out today and they was trying to find the guys. Now look, here's the thing. In the hospital, they got a lot of different wards. Like it's a lot of different, you never know where the motherfucker's in there. Like I don't know if he was in the G building or whatever building. I don't know what he's doing. I never seen him, never met him before, nothing, but he said that he's looking for some brothers in Chicago. You know, so if any of y'all is out there, y'all might be meeting the brother shortly. So you said here, Detroit, I've been around the Bay. Detroit is cool to me. I mind my business. Do the one. I mean, see, that's not what you said the other day, though. See, I'm gonna tell you something, man, that you gotta realize about this knowledge, man. You gotta watch yourself, man. Like you gotta be careful out there with this knowledge, man. Cause see, everybody don't want you to have the knowledge, and everybody don't like the effect of you having the knowledge. Like some people, they got a plan. What they plan for success is people can't have the knowledge. People can't be righteous. People can't be learning all this stuff about civilization and shit, and you trying to get them to do devilishment. And that's just one example of you just walking around being nonchalant, and not understanding that, look, in the 1 in 10, yeah, it tells you about the black man. It also tells you about the colored man. See, every time it tells you, that on this side, tells you that on the other side too. So that's just to let you know that it's opposition out there. And see, you have to prepare yourself, man. You have to prepare yourself, or things that happen to you out there will be the many stripes. Some things brothers already put in that pain for you. See what I'm saying? Where's places you could go now and say you God and shit, right? And it's, like, oh, yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, my brother's God, or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the guys. You can do that now. At one time, you put your ass in Bellevue. Shit, not even that long ago, we was talking about it. There's brothers on this live stream that was going through hell in the penitentiary just for being 5%. You 5%? Okay, you affiliated with these people over here that we don't like, so all of y'all is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, we start thinking, oh, everything is all kinder and gentler without seeing that, now it's becoming more and more mental and emotional. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to physical. You know what I'm saying? But when the physical is manifested, then it's manifested. You know what I'm saying? People getting choked out on the street, people getting shot in their bed and shit in their house. See, Devon, I'm gonna tell you the situation is. You're in the middle of an episode. You're in the you're in the middle of an episode, brother. Uh, you know, in the last years, right? I've had enough dealings with individuals in need of mental health therapy. And I see the signs. I see the signs. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm not that kind of doctor. See what I'm saying? You got doctors, you got doctors of every topic. You know what I mean? Whatever you get your doctorate in. But I'm not a mental health doctor, right? But you're in the middle of an episode. I don't know how you yeah, just as I see, yeah, you and Cipher King having your side rally. I just let y'all go. I let y'all go. These here is you know like sometimes, and this is just me, right? But sometimes like that clear rap that you like saran wrap and stuff that be clear. Sometimes I feel like that's between me and the person. Like it's all reality, right? Like we in reality, right? But it's like a clear thing right there. Where it's like, I'm separated from your reality, you separated from my reality, even though I see you right there. But does anybody else ever have that? Does anybody else ever get that feeling? I can't even call it. Look, so let's get back to the topic. I'm not sure. This started with the other guys, and then we started. I don't know how we, it's kind of like the roads out there slick today. You got snow and ice out there, and it's saying we just slip right off the road. I can't call it. But getting back to the topic. So, does anybody have any questions about the the topic that we started out with, adding a cipher? or about the cybersecurity, because that's interesting, at least to me. That's interesting too. You know what I'm saying? And it's dealing with just getting back to the root. You know what I'm saying? It says school and academy on the front. See, at school, that's general instruction. Academy is specialized instruction in specific topics. So, like I said, you got the lessons and everything, right? And then you got the ethics and the principles that go with that. You know what I'm saying? And, being about education, that goes with the lessons. King Mav said, "What'd you miss?" Man, it was one of those around the world kind of days. It was around the world kind of days. I don't know if, we had some pent up energy. I don't know if we had some pent up energy from yesterday and it just went left. I don't know. But, basically, we just discussed some of the basics of mathematics, you know what I mean? And understanding that one is knowledge. Two is not knowledge. Zero is not knowledge. One is knowledge. And your knowledge has to add a cipher for you to, be who we talk about in the knowledge degree, and we say God of the universe. See, when you do the knowledge to the knowledge degree, none of those ciphers exist. You're the maker and the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the father of civilization. You don't do those things by knowledge in other people's ciphers. What was taught at the school, I mean, they had the general academic topics. The nation, we've always been problem. We always been problem children. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. A lot of times when people, talk about the 5% and, a lot of the things that we've been through, a lot of times they see it as failures and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still did all of this, and some of us, we get locked up and all of this type of shit, but they not taking into account that we started out, we was already doing that. You know what I'm saying? Most of us brought that stuff into the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of, if you go down the list of the things, right, that he was before he started this, you know what I'm saying? He's a military man, you know what I mean? A Muslim family man. Yes, I'm saying he wasn't, that the kind of image that gets portrayed about him a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So being that you already had a lot of people that was going the wrong direction, that became one of the goals of the school, was to, help these brothers deal with education. You know what I'm saying? That was, one of the first directives that went out was, for you to, straighten out your situation. You know what I mean? So that you could walk around and be on the square. You know what I'm saying? You're not on the run from the police. You don't owe these people money. You're supposed to take care of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever situation you made out there, you got to go own it. You know what I'm saying? And so, for the brothers that was, still in the capacity where, the school was still open for them, once you reach a certain age, you got to move on. But for the brothers that opportunity was still available, he, that's not microwavable, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the things that he established was a way for those brothers to get back into school. You know what I'm saying? And so, we got the popular success stories, Dumar Wadi, Aline, Colleen, Umala, you know what I'm saying? A couple of other brothers was so successful at that cipher that they went on to college, you know what I'm saying? And did great things with those educations, you know what I'm saying? Like that was, a part of the entire thing, you know what I mean? Like I said, is, we getting lessons and we learn who we are, but, that was a part of the ethics and morals is that we got to save these young people. You know what I'm saying? We got to put them in a situation where they could be, assets to their community. You know what I mean? So yeah, Harlem Prep got into it. I can't remember. They call him God Carp. But you know what I'm saying? This brother was I think he was the janitor at Harlem Prep. You know what I'm saying? And so through him, that's how they set up the program where brothers would come to the school, you know what I mean, brush up on their academics until they was able to be enrolled over there and get on a college track, you know what I'm saying? A track for more success. You know what I'm saying? But the education part is something that when you out there and you young and shit, me, I didn't understand it. You know what I mean? So, you heard us using terms like the devil's education. You know what I'm saying? But that was in fact, not the real principles, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, coming out the 85 world, we got to grow into this. You know what I'm saying? Same way you got to grow in to quoting your lessons, you got to grow into being able to appreciate all of the principles. You understand what I'm saying? Especially because, we in different environments. So, that environment of the, 80s and everything, everybody's outside. So nobody's really thinking, at least not little kids. But at the end of the day, that's part of what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? And, part of renewing our history and keeping it up to date, you know what I'm saying, is that we have to, we got to keep updating what it is that we teach it because the world is advancing. You know what I'm saying? Like a brother asked me a question, which was kind of a bugged out question. It's one of them questions where it's like, see, if I was a different kind of person, that might, but he said, yo, if something happens to me, right, who is he supposed to learn from then? So the first is, why are you talking about something happening to me? That's that's of course the first thing that I thought. But at the same time, you see what I had to tell him is it don't matter if nothing happened to me or not. Because you really gotta learn from the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got somebody who, you know, in the organizer or whatever, if you got a specific question, you can come ask me or call me or whatever, but you really supposed to be learning. You know, learning from positive, from negative, from tall people, from short people, from black people, from white people, et cetera, et cetera. Because here's the thing. What happens when you come into a cipher that I never experienced? Or like the brother said, right? What if you live longer than me? Like this brother, he's half my age, right? So okay, like let's say somebody that you knew that was crazy wise, right? Like they was wise, like anything that you needed to know, you could go ask them, right? But they returned to the essence. They passed away in 1985. What could they tell you about the internet? See, your knowledge was going to have to expand beyond whoever it is teaching you because you're going to have to deal with other things. And you're going to need the knowledge in order to be successful in those times. So you, regardless to if I'm here or not, you're not supposed to be limiting your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be, you know, freezing your knowledge in this time right here, right? And not understanding that the application of that knowledge, man, is constantly changing. There's some worlds that don't exist no more. Like, see, sometimes I talk about, yeah, in high school, and yeah, when we was in high school, but yeah, look, we ain't going back. That's a done deal. You know, fortunately for me, that wasn't the peak. It's great times, you know, to look back on, but I didn't peak in high school. So here we are with the cybersecurity program, you know what I'm saying, here at Allah School Street Academy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me, that's the type of person I am. I just start from one. You know, I don't need to do you know, I don't need to make a whole scene. Whoa, what is this? You see, Divine, you gotta read your Bible. The wordsmith, you just said you don't know if she could be called the earth yet, but wisdom. I found an earth and I wrapped her in a hijab because I don't know the three-fourth signs completely. So, you know, there's an obvious question here. If you don't know the three-fourth signs, how you gonna make an earth? That's I don't. How's that? How you work that out? Are you gonna build something that you don't know what it is? Did I miss something here? Whew. You know, look. Welcome to my life, man. This is see now y'all see why I don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when people come around, a lot of times they wonder why. I just look at you because I don't know where you at. I don't know where you at. You know, mentally, I don't know where you at. So you've been teaching her how to apply the math. This is called experiment with high explosives. So you've been teaching her how to apply the math in the alphabet. I mean, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm just you know, you gotta have a firm grasp on it before you start teaching it. So you don't want her to, you don't want to walk her through the lessons yet because I don't want her to try and master the original man. I mean, I understand the point that you're making, you know, but see, for me, I'm saying something. You know, a lot of people is not me. See, it's like right now, right? If Michael Jordan, right, or let's say somebody's current playing right now, right? You know, if uh John Morant shows you his whole workout routine, right? He shows you all the practice that he do. You think you're gonna take his spot on the Grizzlies? Now, this could be, you know, my own bias where I'm tooting my own horn here. But I'm saying it doesn't matter. You can watch all these videos. You ain't gonna do what I do. You not me. You know what I mean? People got 120 lessons. You know how long people had 120 lessons before 1964? You see the date on it. It's around for 30 years. It's on the internet. But that somebody's going to be able to do with it what I do with it. See, I'm you know, I'm of a different mindset about myself. You know, I've been studying that knowledge degree for, you know, coming on 4 decades right now, man. See what I'm saying? So that shit is ingrained in my mind in a certain kind of way, right? Where, yeah, I don't look at life like that. Yeah, I think I'm the Michael Jordan of the side rallies. What you talking about? I am. Look, that's not to say that there's no Wilt Chamberlain out there. That's not to say that there's no Bill Russell out there. But you talking about of being out there teaching? Yeah, bro, I'm an all-time great. I told you, listen, that's why I became a 5%. That's not why I became a 5%. It's why I left Christianity. Was because I couldn't understand why I couldn't be like the people in the Bible. Like, I don't want to be praying and then no miracle shit happen. I want Jesus to walk in this motherfucker right here and ask me if I'm hungry. When I'm in trouble, I want Jesus to come in here and tell my moms to turn the other cheek. I don't want to be over there praying and shit, motherfucker talking about, yeah, well, he gonna answer you back in mysterious ways. Nah, motherfucker, the shit I want is not mysterious. And it's a time limitation on it. I need you to get her to turn the other cheek by the time she get home from work. So see, when none of that ain't happened, then I got disenchanted with Christianity. And then when I met the guys, it was different. Like, I'm rolling with the brothers and shit. I said, nah, man, I walk with the man. Talking about day one. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is so I'm talking straight to the people. Like, yeah, bro, you're not just talking to the people, you one of us. I like the way that I like that was down my lane right there. That was why that was one of the things that you know attracted me to this. You know what I'm saying? Is that when they tell this history, they gotta include. You know what I'm saying? If you leave me out, it's gonna be some things that people say, yeah, but wait though. How that happen though? How you got from A to B? You see, that's the good thing about this though. You see, we all come in our own good time, in our own good place. So see, you could be the all-time greats too. You see what I'm saying? And one of the places, look, the places where you could be the all-time greats, they never even heard of me. See, just like, look, you got Michael Jordan, but niggas in soccer, they don't really give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just like, look, Wayne Gretzky, I'm not that into hockey. So I appreciate that, he accomplished what he accomplished, right? But I don't really know that much about him. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the guy that used to ride the bikes that he got caught though on the steroids? See, that's how it is. Wherever you at, you in Lance Armstrong. If you in the West Coast or the North Coast or the South Coast or whatever, I keep telling you, out there, you alive. See where you at? See, look, you know, look, it's only one. Is it you remember the movie? It's only one. Remember it was another movie they had it in the Transformers movie. Remember they was getting ready to fight, and one dude said, "It's just me and you, just me and you." And then the dude shot him and said, "Nah, it's only me." That was my line, and that was my part of that whole movie right there. But I'm saying all that to say is that when you somewhere else over wherever you at, it's only you, bro. You the one and only. So yeah, I don't know how much more we should test the waters out. We've reached a nice point right here. I don't know, but we got any questions before we wind this one down? Because y'all know look, I got my cybersecurity to do. I gotta wake up in the morning. And make sure everybody's been doing what they're supposed to do. So I gotta go in your system and straighten you out. The one. Ooh, see I power her or her power I see. I don't know. I don't know. We wouldn't touch that one. I don't know. Okay, that's it. Intermission is over. Do we have anything else that we're gonna discuss here today? Because I'm trying to right now. I'm thinking it's best that I get out of here while before anything too crazy happens. I had a day like that the other day. I was in this building and I'm in the elevator by myself, right? And when you're going down in the elevator, you always expect people to people stop the elevator and get on because they're going down. But when you're going up in the elevator, usually whoever you get in with on the first floor, that's basically who you're riding up with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the elevator by myself and I'm going upstairs, right? And the door is open. The door is open on the fourth floor, and this dude is standing out there. Well, he's not standing. He's out there belly dancing with his drawers on. And I can't remember what else happened. That's the kind of thing that once that happens, I mean, the day is ruined. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much I went like right home. Like that, whatever else was in the cards that happened that day, I want to miss it. There's no more life to be given once that happens. So I guess we've had our fun. So not sure what's gonna happen. We missed yesterday. I don't know if we're gonna have a makeup day this week because, like I said, I got my what's the names to do. I got my cyber. I gotta go hack your accounts. So everybody that made it this far, you know what I'm saying? Do the each one teach one, hit the like button. We saw a couple new names today. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the what's the other button that when I'm coming on live stream. Other than that, we're gonna sign off and say peace. We're gonna go out. I have all of my interludes now, various interludes, but we're gonna go ahead, sign off and say peace. Perhaps I don't want to tell y'all, and I don't, but let's try tomorrow. We see what everybody's schedules look like. We may get a chance to come in.